Have you noticed that meals don't taste the same as they used to? That once delicious flavors now seem muted or flat. If you're over 80, this isn't just in your head. Your body is going through a transformation that few people are warned about. Most people assume aging is a slow, steady decline, but in later years, your body begins changing key functions, and almost no one explains what to expect. Let me tell you about Margaret from Phoenix. She had spent her entire life as a chef, crafting meals that brought her family and neighbors joy. But by the time she turned 82, she noticed that nothing tasted right anymore. Sweet peaches, salty snacks, or her signature soups. Everything seemed dull. At first, she feared she was losing her mind. Research suggests that by this stage, adults may have lost nearly 70% of their oral receptors, the tiny sensors on your tongue that detect flavor. Your taste buds, or flavor sensors, no longer send signals to your brain as efficiently. Saliva production also slows, which further reduces your ability to taste. This isn't psychological, it's biological. The real danger isn't just bland meals. When flavors fade, many older adults unknowingly add extra salt, sugar, or artificial flavoring to make food palatable. Margaret had been increasing the salt in every dish, unaware that she was putting her blood pressure and kidneys at risk. Studies indicate that seniors who lose more than half of their taste sensitivity are significantly more likely to develop hypertension or diabetes within a few years. Not because of aging itself, but because the body compensates for reduced flavor detection. While this may sound concerning, the good news is that understanding this first transformation gives you power. Simple steps can help you maintain flavor perception and protect your health. Stronger seasonings like herbs, garlic, and citrus can compensate for reduced taste without harming your body. Staying hydrated supports saliva production, which helps your oral receptors work better. And regular dental care preserves the remaining taste sensors you still have. Here's a quick exercise for you. Think about your favorite childhood meal. Can you taste it clearly in your memory? If that memory taste is stronger than what you experience now, comment memory below. Your response helps us see how common this is. This first transformation, taste changes, is often the earliest sign that your body is entering a new phase of advanced age. It may feel subtle at first, but it can quietly affect nutrition, health, and overall enjoyment of life. And while your body is making these adjustments, your independence and well-being can still be maintained if you know what's happening. So, if you notice food tasting less exciting than it used to, don't ignore it. This is your body signaling that adaptation is underway. In our next part, we'll explore transformation that goes even deeper than taste, affecting your skin and the way your body heals. But before that, if you or a loved one has noticed these taste changes, comment below. Sharing your experiences helps other seniors recognize that these changes are normal and manageable. Have you noticed that even small cuts or bruises take much longer to heal than they used to? If so, you're not imagining it. After 80, your skin begins a transformation that goes far beyond wrinkles or age spots. Your body is entering a new phase, and many people aren't warned about it. Here's what happens. Your blood vessels stiffen. Collagen production drops dramatically. At the same time, your skin physically thins, sometimes up to 20% by this age. That combination doesn't just change your appearance. It affects how your body repairs itself. A tiny paper cut or scratch that would have healed in days may now linger for weeks. This change, called epigenetic drift, occurs when skin cells gradually lose the blueprint for repair. Think of it like a construction crew trying to rebuild a house, but the blueprints are faded or missing. Some workers overbuild, leaving thick scars, while others underbuild, leaving wounds open. The instructions that once made healing effortless are now harder to read. Marjorie, an 83-year-old from Ohio, experienced this firsthand. She showed me a small cut on her finger that had been there for 3 weeks. Blood tests were normal, with no diabetes, infections, or medications interfering. Yet her skin simply couldn't finish the repair process on its own. This is a common scenario for many seniors. The problem worsens because skin thins, leaving less healthy tissue around injuries. Bruises appear easily, sometimes from minor bumps, and small cuts can deepen. Your immune system also weakens with age, giving bacteria a head start on any wound. That's why seemingly minor injuries can turn into serious infections if not monitored carefully. Here's something to think about. Have you noticed new bruises or cuts taking longer to heal? Comment slow if this has happened to you. Recognizing the signs early is critical. The good news is that there are ways to support your skin and maintain healing ability. Gentle moisturization helps protect the skin barrier. Adequate protein in your diet gives your body the building blocks it needs for repair. Protective clothing can prevent minor injuries before they happen. And most importantly, take every cut seriously and seek medical attention early if it doesn't heal. While this transformation might feel concerning, it's not a sign that you're broken. Your body is adapting, but with the right knowledge, you can work with it rather than against it. Understanding these changes gives you the power to protect your health, maintain independence, and prevent complications that could interfere with daily life. Skin changes after 80 aren't just cosmetic. They're a vital signal that your body's repair systems are operating differently. Pay attention, adjust your habits, and use the strategies that help support healing. Have you noticed moments when a word suddenly slips from your mind, or you pause mid-thought, even though you know exactly what you want to say? Don't worry, this is a sign of dementia. After 80, your brain begins a remarkable transformation that affects memory, clarity, and even creativity. Imagine your brain as a city. For 80 years, the main highways, the neural pathways you relied on, have guided your thoughts, memory, and problem-solving. Over time, these routes experience wear and tear, but your brain doesn't shut down. Instead, it builds new side streets, alternate routes, and bridges to keep everything flowing. This process, known as neuroplasticity, continues robustly into your 80s. It's your brain's way of adapting to the changes in advanced age. Here's what this looks like in daily life. You might walk into a room and forget why you went there. You might repeat a story in the same conversation. You might pause mid-sentence, searching for a word you know perfectly well. These moments are not failures. They are signs that your brain is actively rewiring itself, creating new pathways to compensate for older, worn-out ones. Frank, an 81-year-old retired engineer from Michigan, experienced this firsthand. He could solve complex math problems in his head and discuss quantum physics with ease. Yet he worried because sometimes he'd lose a word mid-explanation. Brain scans revealed no signs of stroke or dementia. Instead, his brain was actively creating new neural connections, rerouting thoughts to keep cognition strong. Here's the exciting part. This rewiring doesn't just preserve function. It can enhance creativity and wisdom. Seniors over 80 often report insights they never had before. They make connections between ideas that previously seemed unrelated. Artists and writers often produce their most profound work during this phase. Problem solvers find innovative solutions they might have missed at younger ages. Your brain at 80 has the experience, knowledge, and new connections to think in ways younger minds cannot. But the process requires engagement. Passive routines can slow it, while curiosity, learning, and mental activity accelerate it. Reading, puzzles, learning new skills, or meaningful conversations all help strengthen these new pathways. Each time you challenge your brain, you reinforce the construction of these side streets and bridges. It's important to understand this transformation. Those brief pauses, momentary forgetfulness, or repeated stories are not signs of decline. They are signals that your brain is working hard, adapting, and creating new opportunities for thought and insight. While this may feel unsettling at first, the good news is that these changes are largely positive. Your cognitive flexibility increases. Your ability to solve problems, recognize patterns, and approach life creatively grows stronger. And with consistent mental stimulation, you can help your brain complete this incredible rewiring process effectively. Have you noticed these small mental pauses in yourself or a loved one? Comment brain below. Sharing your experience helps others realize that these changes are natural and potentially beneficial. Have you ever felt weaker than usual, even though you've been active and eating well? After 80, one of the most serious but invisible changes in your body is age-related muscle loss, called sarcopenia. This isn't just about feeling less strong. Your muscles can actually start breaking down, provide energy for vital organs. Think of it like this. Your body is still living, still active, but it starts using its own muscle tissue as fuel. Even healthy, active seniors can lose about 1% of muscle mass and 2 to 3% of strength every year after 80. That's not because of laziness or poor diet. It's a natural shift in how the body prioritizes survival over strength. Hormone levels change after 80. Testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone drop, which means your body sends fewer signals to repair and maintain muscles. The construction crew that used to rebuild muscle after exercise is no longer working as efficiently. Your body begins to cannibalize older muscle fibers to support organs like your heart and brain. This process has real consequences. Weakened muscles affect balance, posture, and stability. Many seniors report feeling hollow or unsteady, even when they're not tired or sick. Henry, an 83-year-old retired farmer from Kansas, told me, "Doctor, I'm not weak or ill. I just feel empty inside." Blood tests showed no disease, yet his muscles were gradually metabolizing themselves for survival. The hidden danger doesn't stop at physical strength. Muscles are reservoirs of amino acids, which your body uses to make immune cells and brain chemicals. When muscle mass declines, your immune system slows, mood can dip, and thinking may become foggy. Sarcopenia increases the risk of falls, fractures, and even longer recovery times from illness. Studies suggest seniors who lose more than 10% of leg muscle mass have a significantly higher mortality risk within just a few years. But here's the empowering part. You can fight back. Muscles respond to signals that they are still needed. Gentle resistance training, like light weights or resistance bands, can stimulate rebuilding. Even daily movements, standing from a chair without using your hands, climbing stairs, or doing wall push-ups, send messages to your body. Keep me strong. Nutrition matters, too. Adequate protein from fish, eggs, lean meat, or plant sources provide the raw materials your muscles need to rebuild rather than just break down. Over time, these small actions can restore strength and stability, even in your 80s. Many seniors regain confidence and independence once they understand what's happening. They can carry groceries, garden, and move with ease again. The key is consistent action. Every step, stretch, or bite of protein signals your body that you're not ready to surrender strength. Muscle loss is serious, but another hidden change after 80 quietly affects every night of your life: your sleep. Disrupted rest can accelerate other age-related changes in the body. Have you ever found yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., only to feel exhausted by mid-afternoon? After 80, one of the most unsettling changes in your body is how your sleep shifts. This isn't just trouble falling asleep. It's your internal body clock or circadian rhythm becoming misaligned with the natural day-night cycle. Your brain has a tiny master clock behind your eyes, controlling hormones like melatonin and cortisol, which tell your body when to sleep and when to be alert. As we age, these neurons weaken and your eyes absorb less light. The result? Your body struggles to know when to sleep or wake. You might doze off after breakfast or feel alert at midnight. This isn't laziness or poor habits. It's a biological change. Many seniors call it advanced sleep phase syndrome. Studies show that nearly 60% of adults over 80 experience this shift, and it can affect your overall health. Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It disrupts your immune system, digestion, and even your brain's ability to clean itself. Your brain has a natural cleaning system called the glymphatic system. It clears away waste proteins like beta amyloid, which are linked to Alzheimer's and memory problems. When sleep is shallow or mistimed, this cleanup slows down. Over time, the buildup of these proteins can increase your risk of cognitive decline. But there's good news. You can retrain your body clock. Exposure to bright morning light helps reset your rhythm. Dim lights in the evening signal your body that it's time to wind down. Keeping consistent meal times, gentle daytime activity, and avoiding late naps can all strengthen your sleep schedule. Small adjustments make a big difference. A cool, dark bedroom and avoiding screens before bed signal your body that night has arrived. Under the right guidance, melatonin supplements can help reset your internal clock temporarily. These changes can restore deeper, more restorative sleep. Evelyn, 82, struggled with this for months. She was wide awake when everyone else slept and drowsy during the day. After adjusting light exposure, activity timing, and her bedtime routine, she told me, "It's like my body finally found its clock again." Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your brain repairs, detoxifies, and strengthens connections. Getting it right after 80 can improve energy, mood, immunity, and mental clarity. Understanding this final transformation, the way your sleep changes, is just as important as knowing about taste, skin, muscles, and brain rewiring. All these systems are connected. Poor sleep can worsen other age-related changes if left unaddressed. Remember, these shifts don't mean you're broken. Your body is still adapting, finding new ways to survive and thrive. With awareness and small, consistent steps, you can restore balance and maintain vitality in your later years. Which of these 5 transformations have you noticed most in yourself or someone you love? Comment below. I read every story because sharing these experiences helps all of us age with wisdom, strength, and confidence.